Hey everyone, today we are going to go through how we can convert the code in one of the regular sandboxes, take the whole code, convert it into DX format so that we can do development using Salesforce DX development model. So there are many approaches to this. So the first so the high level recommendation that Salesforce has with the Salesforce DX is that you have to split your project into small independent projects. Like you have a very big org with hundreds of projects. For example, I will go to one of my projects. So if we go to App Manager, we can see there are many projects here. Most of them are just standard projects, but there are many of them. And I have one custom project here, custom app here. So that is called a to do app, and it has just one tab, to dos. And so your case might be similar to this, right? You might have a really big sandbox and you might have hundreds of applications there, and you are trying to segregate this into small Salesforce DX projects. So first step will be to somehow take all the metadata related to one of your small project, isolate all the dependencies separately, and then convert it into DX format so that you can start developing that against a scratcher, right? So for that, in my case, it's probably a little simple example, but you can use something similar to this. So I am going to open this to-do app and show you what is there. There is only one small tab. It is used to track to-dos. I mean the to-do task I want to do. For example, in LWC. So I have a to-do task here. That's all. That's the only use of this app. So what I'm going to do in order to convert this into DX format is I'm going to set up and I'm going to create a package first. This is just to just to isolate all the dependencies of this application into a separate package so that I can pull it easily. So I'm going to take the package. So I'm going to call it to do. And I'm going to add some components. So the one good thing with the package manager is once we have added the application, it will pull all the dependencies automatically. For example, it has pulled the to-do object, it has pulled two fields from the object, and it has even pulled a utility bar, all those things. So now we can start working on converting this into DX format. For now, I'm getting started with a plain repo. Actually, not an empty repo. It only has two components: a test tab and a basic LWC component with nothing but just showing a title. So the first step is to retrieve all the metadata from my sandbox in the metadata format. Then I can convert it into DX format, and then I will be able to deploy it to Scratch orgs. So in order to retrieve the code, I need to use fdx force mdapi retrieve. So if you type sfds help and if you type the command name, it will pull the details. So looks like I should be able to use this one, single package retrieve, and package name. Actually there is a trailhead that is explaining this step. Probably I can just copy the command from there. Yeah, so this is the command. I am going to actually I have to change the names. So it says mdap retrieve, Then the folder name to where it needs to be retrieved. I am going to retrieve it to a folder called MDA package. And the next step is the package name. In my case, it is to do. I don't know if it is case sensitive. Yeah, it's to do. Yeah, then next step is the sandbox alias name. I guess it's called Salesforce codes for me. Yeah, you can see that it is trying to retrieve that package code. Yeah, you can see that it has retrieved the code. So the next step is to unzip it. For that, there is a command. You can probably just do this one. You can see that it has pulled down all the objects. It has pulled down the object and all the dependencies in the package in metadata format. So the next step is to convert it into Salesforce DX format. Or before that, it is recommending us to remove this. So next step is to take all the code in this MDAP package and convert it into DX format. For that, we can use this syntax. We can see that it has converted the code. Actually, the command has run successfully. So that means it should have all these dependencies into DX format inside here. Yeah, see here you can see that the code is in DX format now. So the one main change with the DX format is that it will convert the objects into fields, distributes everything separately, so that everything is separately managed and separately deployable. Yeah, so this is how you convert your source code from metadata format in a sandbox to DX format in in a local folder. So at this point, it is just a local project with the code in metadata, with the code in DX format. So now we can use this to develop against a scratcher that we will go through in another one video. Stay tuned.